up this morning and I pray to the Most High. The sun is shining so bright. I'm blessed to live this life.
Yahawashi, blessed be Yahawah, blessed be Yahawashi.
And we live.
Shalawam.
Shalawam, y'all.
Welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout.
Hey.
Hey, because this is where the Helpmeets Hangout. Welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout. This is where the Helpmeets Hangout.
Hey. And this is where we hang out. And this is where we be at. And this is where we pull out the Bible and the precepts. We still got to come up with the rest of it.
And sisters need to pitch in and help us. It's like
this is where we pull out the Bible and the precepts. And this is where we talk about.
I'm gonna really have to think.
Yeah.
I got some bars though. I got bars. I really do. Don't sleep on me.
Yeah, right.
For real, I really do got bars, y'all.
But Lord willing, y'all are doing well through the Spirit. Shalawam, all praise to the Most High. Yahawah, Yahawashi.
Fine.
It's another day. And Brielle's getting so big.
This is.
Let's say hey to the sisters. Y'all should be pulling this thing off her head, so don't mind that look. Say hey.
Girl, don't snatch that thing off. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will
rejoice and be glad. I don't even know that song, but I assume that's how I go.
And be glad in it. Oh.
Y'all don't really look so pretty.
Thank you. That's the real over there glowing. I don't even be doing nothing. I just put on some chapstick, and if you would have seen my hair 5 minutes ago, jump scare.
You play too much. Y'all, I'm tired. Truth is, I'm tired.
Lord knows I'm tired. Options are few.
But the Lord is always there, though, when I pray. When we pray. You know what you're talking about.
Okay, what you talking about, Bree?
I'm all burned down.
Oh, wow.
Hurt and confused.
That's your problem. The Lord ain't enough confusion. Okay.
Okay. Period.
See that? You gotta listen. I think it's I be telling my husband, like, the words that people say, like, even though it can be like a lot of times it's like unintentional, but the way that you speak and the words that you say, it's very important. Like, you just have to listen. If you listen to someone's speech, you can really pick up on a lot of stuff.
Like what?
Just like what I just said. She said she's so confused. Okay, the Lord is not the author of confusion. Okay, so that's the first problem right there. But yeah, I don't know. It's different things. I don't know. I'm very observant. You know, you can sit back and just listen sometimes to people's speech and the way that they say certain things, and it's just like, okay, that's what you about. You know, kind of having the spirit of discernment. What they say, the Lord gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So
that's a good point.
That part.
Period.
Ooh, period.
1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Yahawah. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which Yahawah giveth, that Yahawah in all things will be glorified through Yahawashi. To whom we praise the man and forever. Amen. You already know.
Hallelujah.
We want to speak the oracles of the Most High. But everything we do and say, we want to glorify Yahawashi, like Yahawashi, because it's only His ability that we're able to get on here, talk about these precepts, have this podcast, and shout out to our husbands. Every time we're going to shout them out, praise the Most High that they allowed us to have this platform because they could have said no.
Khan.
Shout out to
Hallelujah.
Obadiah and Mikael, okay?
Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, wait. Gave you a shout out. So, without further ado, we'll bring out today's topic. Today's topic is brought to you by the Holy Spirit.
Period. I like that. Just like that. Period.
Um, but today we're going to touch on a topic that I feel like in each season you can learn from it. I feel like as women we are ever evolving, ever maturing, ever gaining knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Most High. Um, but we're going to talk about like sis. You gotta learn how to control your emotions a little bit, learning how to control our emotions in different circumstances and just understanding how you could make or break a situation just by your attitude, or um, you could save yourself from a world of trouble by controlling your attitude and your emotions and things like that. Not letting people get the best of you. Something that I kind of was going through last week, but you know, um, through prayer and fasting, all things are possible with the Most High. So all praises. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
How do you think? How do you think? What does controlling your emotions look like though? Like how does that look?
Um, one, I think you have to learn how to identify your emotions, learn how to be like, okay, I'm a little bit upset right now. Acknowledge them. I think the first step is acknowledging how you feel. Um, and then you can learn how to gather different precepts in order to deal with whatever emotion that is. So if it's happy, if you're having joy, or if you're upset, if you're having anger, you can always find precepts for those things. Um, but like more so in the moment, um, I forgot what that acronym was. It was an acronym that I learned, but it was about, basically like stopping before you kind of like get up before you get too upset. I forgot what the acronym was. I'm so upset. Maybe it might be in my notes or something, but I was like, this is really going to be helpful for me. And I think we learned it in book club. If I could grab the book, I can get it. But she basically just talked about like giving yourself a moment, giving yourself a moment to kind of think things through because some people they want you to just jump right into it. They want you to respond and things like that. And sometimes me, I just get real quiet. I just don't be having anything to say because I would rather have nothing to say than have to go back and repent for the things that I did say and apologize. Um, so for me, controlling my emotions looks like me identifying how I feel or acknowledging how I feel, and then sometimes being quiet. Just be quiet.
Con. Is this the acronym you was looking for? Stop what you're doing, take a few breaths, observe your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations, and proceed with awareness.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
It's in the book. It's in the book from book club. I don't think that's specifically it, but that's a
well,
good one. That's very very close to something she talked about.
Well, Lord willing, sisters can use that one. You know, that's what I thought about when I think about controlling your emotions. Just take a moment. Because, I mean, if you're happy, you ain't got to take no moment. You're happy. But if you're sad, if you're mad, frustrated, irritated, annoyed, just take a moment. Take a moment to pray, take a few breaths, take a step back. If you got to, read a quick chapter,
Fine.
proceed with caution. Observe how you're feeling, get those thoughts to the most high, proceed with caution. Don't say nothing too quick. This is Sirach. Dang, was I finna get Sirach? Oh, sorry.
Hold on, let me go grab that book real quick.
Y'all don't know what precepts I was about to pull. It wasn't Sirach. Oh, it's First Peter 5 and 7. Oh, praises. First Peter 5 and 7. Casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you. So giving your thoughts to the Most High, giving your feelings to the Most High, whatever you're feeling, just get it to the Most High. Because we're in this flesh, so of course we're gonna have moments where we're upset and sad and things of that nature. But you won't want to be ruled by those things and acting out. And then you gotta go back and repent. You could have just slowed down right then and there. And we're more than capable to control ourselves and not say something in a moment. We just be so quick. We just be moving so fleshly and so hasty. But we're more than capable. That's why we gotta practice that self-awareness. Okay, I'm feeling like this. I'm gonna take a step back. I gotta go pray. Can we revisit this later? Can we talk about this later? I'll get back to you when I'm feeling better. Sometimes something I do when I'm really not in the mood. I read a chapter. It don't help me right then and there. Like I'm not happy. Oh, I'm feeling 100% better, but it
Right.
abuts fear. It gives me the comfort and the mind that I need to not, do something that I'm going to regret.
Okay. So this is the book that we reading in book club. If sisters want to get this book, take a screenshot or
How much longer that book y'all got left?
um, it's 12 chapters. We're on chapter 9.
Y'all almost done. God dog. How long have you been reading that?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a minute. And now with me with book club being every other week, it's gonna take a little bit longer. But we kind of got through it last week. And the acronym that and it's a Northern Kingdom sister who is the author of this book. But the acronym is STILL, STILL. And it talked about this section is called breaking the cycle, increasing your capacity to tolerate stress with still. So it means stop, temperature, inhale, and lay. So she said this skill gives you an opportunity to quickly shift to cooling your body down and rerouting your mind so that you don't act on the explosive emotions that are getting ready to surface. So the more you can exertly healthily control over yourself, the more you can influence how you express your emotions to other people. So she said, stop. This will remind you to freeze in place and not do anything rash that could jeopardize your well-being or relationship. If it helps you remove yourself from the situation, that's what Sister Abarriyah was saying. And then temperature, she had like an analogy to kind of like grab something cool or like cool off, like calm down, things like that. Inhale. Say it again.
That was real.
Oh, okay. She said, inhale. You'll do this for no less than 5 minutes. Breathe in for 5 seconds and out for 5 seconds. time. And then lay is pause and lay down for a few minutes to take a break from the situation and gather your thoughts about it if possible. Um, she said, I would even suggest sitting and rocking yourself to increase the relaxation response of your ventral vagal nerve.
What was the last one? Stop, temperature, inhale.
And lay. So just a moment to like kind of be still, like lay down or sit down. And that's on page 152 and page 153 of this book right here.
Okay.
But it's really good and it's kind of in alignment. But yeah, most High willing that can help too.
Because I'm telling you, when you take that moment to just stop, you're not gonna be as worked up because you've had time to process your emotions. You've had time to process your thoughts. You've had time to at least be like, okay, I shouldn't do this because that'll be off. I shouldn't go say this. I shouldn't do that. I mean, it basically gives you like a little short period to get yourself together before you do something that you can have to prepare for later.
God.
And you feel yourself, you feel yourself getting to that level. Like, you know when, okay, I need to walk away.
Yeah,
Like,
you know your limit.
yeah,
So identify like your triggers and knowing your triggers is another good thing too.
you starting to get riled up. Trust me, you feel it. It's kind of like you feel your blood boiling. You're like,
Mhm.
walk away. I know for me personally, I can feel it. I can feel when
You
I'm
can
getting,
feel your body getting hot.
yeah, like, so if we know those things, we can't keep making excuses. We don't want to be quick to wrath and always contentious. So strive to move in ways that are pleasing to the Lord. Handle matter. Put away those childish things and handle matters in an adult-like manner as a comely woman that we should be. No screaming and yelling and cussing. Take a moment. Okay, do you mind if we talk about this later? Or if it's a friend, hey, I'm gonna hit you back later. I just need some time to gather my thoughts and think. And as we practice that, ouch, bro, my goodness. As we practice that, you'll see a change.
God, that remind me of Proverbs 25 and 28. It says, he that have no rule over his spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So, you a city that don't have no walls is just like, you know, you you susceptible to other people coming into the city and taking your goods and spoiling your goods and things like that. And it's just like that's how it is with spirits. Like you're just letting spirits rule over you when you have the rule over those spirits, as per Luke 10 and 19. Like you have subjection over those spirits. You shouldn't let those things have rule over you, especially um, when you have the ability to discern what's going on. Kind of like what I was saying earlier, like when you can discern you like somebody's speech, like you can kind of see, okay, all right, they about to start getting real rude, and I'ma just either like for me at work, like I call a manager so quick. Okay, I just what they say in the word it says agree with your adversary quickly. Okay, all right, like I'm not even about to allow you to take me there because this is how I pay my bills. And at the end of the day, I'm responsible for me and how I react. Um, I'll give y'all a scenario. Last week, me and a sister, we were studying and we were at school, and the girls, like next to our pod, like they were so loud, like so loud. And I had went over there and I was like, hey, I understand that y'all are studying, but we're studying too. Like, and the stuff that we studying, it's like you really have to focus. You really need quiet. That's why we came to the library. So I told them, like, I know that y'all are studying, but we studying too. And I also have my AirPods in and I can hear y'all over what's playing in my AirPods. Do y'all mind, like being quiet or lowering your tone? And so she started getting nasty and having attitude like, well, y'all were being loud too, or something. And I was like, huh? Like, cause I still had my AirPod in. And she was like, I said because y'all were being loud too. I said, okay. And then she was like, well, you can close the door. I just walked away because at that point it's you gotta one, you gotta pick your battles, and then two, you have to know what you can control and what you can't control. So you know, if they had continued to be loud, then I would just let somebody know in the library, like, listen, I'm trying to study. These people are being loud and I don't appreciate it. I already tried to talk to them. You try to diffuse this situation and live. The one precept that was in my mind was, to live peaceably with all men if possible. It say if possible. It says if possible. If I can't live peaceably, I'm gonna do what I have to do, but I still had to advocate for myself and I still had to do my part and do what I could do. And what I couldn't do was allow her to, because I got upset because I was like, why are you being rude to me when I wasn't being rude to you? Like, I just came over here and asked, could y'all quiet down? Now, if we was being loud or, y'all couldn't study, that's your responsibility to advocate for yourself. And like with the heathens, I really be like, I have a short tolerance. I really don't. I don't like with our people. I'd be like, okay, like I don't really go back and forth with our people. But heathens, I really be like short tolerance with them. For real, I call my mom and everything. I had called my mom because I was so mad. Like, and you supposed to be going into the medical field, and this how you talking to a woman of color? Like, oh, okay, I see you. But yeah, it made me upset, but it was only but so much I could do. Which in the serenity prayer, it asks you to be able to identify it. You pray to the Most High to help you to know how to control the things that you can control and the things that you can't. Be able to discern those things. So, keeping certain precepts in mind. Like I said, the one precept that live peaceably with all men if possible popped in my mind, and I just was like, I I don't have no control over if they want to be nasty or mean to me. And these are the other options that I have is to get somebody else that works there to tell them to be quiet. But me myself only have so much leeway. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Con, because Exodus 14:14 said the Lord shall fight for you, shall hold your peace. So you do your part, and the Most High, He gonna fight for you, handle the rest. Definitely focusing on what we can control with the water for sharing that beautiful scenario. And sisters can apply that in whatever aspect that you can. It don't even gotta be something with school or nothing like that. If something's bothering you, you say your piece respectfully, calmly. You did your part. And I mean, it's out of your hands. You pray on it, you give it to the Lord, and the Lord gonna fight for you. But don't let what's out of your control, bother you so much because you can't do nothing about it. Don't let people take your peace. Don't let nobody take your peace.
John,
Lily, all praise the Most High.
oh, all praises. Um, I also had wanted to stop meowing. Oh, sorry,
When you said that, I definitely that's the first thing I thought about living peace amongst all men. That's the first thing I thought about.
girl.
Girl, leave that cat alone.
He just taking a shower. She be all up on my man. You better back up. You hear her?
I did.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Here it is. Proverbs 18:21. It says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." And we are responsible for the things that we do and say. We have to understand how much power that we really possess and hold.
She loud.
And how us being upset, even like within the household, like your closest friends or family, like they know when something is off with you, and it like kind of makes things awkward. It like makes things unbalanced, like when you operating in a spirit of having an attitude, or you upset, or like not not really being in control of your emotions. And I say that to say, like, it's not about us. We affect other people by not being able to identify our emotions, control our emotions. And Sister Abarriyah did a beautiful exhortation, like, you can't always blame Satan. No, it's you. It's you, sis. You need to fix your emotions. You need to control your emotions. You cannot blame Satan. Be like, oh, Satan was on them. Satan this, Satan that. And, Satan only got so much control. The Most High only allowed him to do so much.
Right.
You got to learn how to be responsible for you.
And control your attitude and your emotions in your mouth.
And that's the fruit, a fruit of the spirit, temperance.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go look that up. Temperance.
It
Learn
takes
how.
time, but it takes work. You got to put in real effort,
Yeah.
real prayer, real fasting, real studying the precepts, so they
God.
can be engraved in your mind. Asking the Most High to allow you to remember those precepts. So when you do get worked up, those are the precepts you go to read. So you get a reminder. Okay, I can't do this. This is how I'm supposed to act. This is how I'm supposed to uphold myself to the laws of the Most High God.
God. And making sure you got your fringes on, cause that'll help you too. Like I know we talked about this video before on here, but um I'm gonna have a whole bunch of scenarios this episode, so bear with me. I was at the airport and I was getting my mom, um, and I'm gonna bring up the video that I'm talking about after this. I was at the airport getting my mom, and this guy, he like hit the side of her car. And I was like, what are you, like, inside of the car? I'm like, what are you doing? Did you like not see me? Like, you literally scraped the whole side of the car. And so when I got out of the car, this was like when I first learned about the truth. And I was so mad. Like, when I say I was so mad, I was so mad. And I'm used to just going off. And when I got out of the car, I had remembered that, oh shoot, I got my fringes on. I was like, oh, I can't even act crazy. Like, I can't even act crazy because, in today's culture, all people do is like, and they got their phones out. They not trying to help you. They not trying to figure out what's going on. All they doing is pulling their cameras out and watching.
You
So
would have
if
been,
something was
you would
to
have been a
happen
world
to
star.
you,
Sister on fringes, acting like a nut.
okay, and it reminded me of the sister that was in Walmart and could have de-escalated the situation with the police. And the police, I think he ended up like slamming her to the ground or something, or whatever happened. But it reminded me of that every time. So, having your fringes on really helps. You are able to look down, or whether you have your zeets on or whatever, it helps you to remember, all right, I hold up.
I ain't supposed to be. Y'all finna get me up.
Right.
Y'all finna make me turn up. Wait a minute. They ain't even supposed to. Hold on now.
I represent something holy. I represent something holy. It says, um, I believe it's in Deuteronomy, how the other nations are supposed to look at us and be like, oh, those are wise and understanding people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is supposed to, these laws are supposed to be the stability of our time. This wisdom is supposed to be the stability of our time. We have to stock up on this wisdom while we can, so it can aid us in surviving on this journey, because it's not easy, and it can be easier said than done. But once you mature in this thing, once you have gained wisdom, it's easier done than said, because it's like second nature. It's like second nature. It's like, okay, I see exactly who you are, Satan, and calling that spirit out. Now you don't have to be like, get away from me, Satan. Like, you don't have to say it like that, but in your mind you could perceive it, and walk away from things and let people say whatever they want to say. You can say whatever you want to say. But one thing I do know is that I'm going to go home. The Most High going to protect me and I'm going to make it home. I'm going to make it home so that Most High will, He can wake me up tomorrow. Instead of putting yourself in a space where you can put yourself in harm's way.
With the Lord.
Well, yeah, that too.
This is Numbers 15 and 38. Speaking to the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the bordings a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you used to go a whoring, that ye may remember and do all my commandments and be holy unto your God. I'm the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I'm the Lord your God. So the fringe, hold on, she over here messing up my microphone, bro. Our fringes is supposed to be a reminder. It's supposed to be a reminder. We're supposed to look down upon them. I'm not saying every day, every 30 minutes, I got my fringes. I got my fringes. I got my fringes.
Right.
But the fact that they're supposed to be a reminder of, okay, I'm supposed to be set apart. I cannot act like this. I'm supposed to be representing the Most High, because kid you not, you never know who's watching. You don't want to
Right.
offend the Most High. You don't want to offend nobody in or out the truth. You don't want to offend. We don't want to offend. And it could cause offense, because let's say a situation do escalate. It would have let's say that situation did escalate. Now she on World Star. Now you got people that's trying to learn about the truth. They're like, dang, I thought the truth was supposed to be something different. I thought the people, they told me I'm not supposed to act like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got people that's trying to learn about the truth. They're no longer interested because they see people in the fringes acting crazy.
They ain't no different from the people in Christianity.
Exactly. We're supposed to be setting that example. We're supposed to let our light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So how can people see our good works and glorify the Most High? Oh, she different. Who her God is? What's her religion? She different. She don't do what everybody else at the job do. Now we can't do that around Lily. We can't talk about that around her.
That did happen a couple of times
We're
before.
supposed to be different. We're not supposed to be like everybody else. So make sure your friend is on period every day. Don't play every day.
Oh.
We're gonna keep them on, baby. Hey,
But make sure your inside matches your outside.
exactly.
You can put them on all day long, all you want to do. But if your outside is all pretty and pristine, like it talks about in Matthew, like the
Look,
sepulchre is all nice and pretty, and then inside it's all rotten and stank.
you don't want to be a pretty demon. You
Mm.
look good, but that spirit like this though. This First Peter 3 and 3. Whose adorning, let it not be the outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or put on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God of great price. Let it be the hidden woman that's beautiful. Let it be that hidden spirit that stands out, because beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. You can look good, but do you really fear the Lord though? Because that's what's going to make you stand out. So, and in fearing the Lord, we show the Most High we fear Him, we love Him by controlling our emotions, because we practice the fruits of the Spirit. We practice temperance. We practice opening our mouth to law.
Mm-hmm.
We practice thinking before we speak. We practice a soft answer, turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. These are the things we practice. We practice putting off of filthy communication and letting nothing, let no corrupt communication proceed out of our mouth. These are the things we practice. And that shows, that says a lot.
That's right, Bree. Bring it out.
Always got something to say and always got something negative to say. And don't nobody want to be around them like that. Don't nobody want to be around that.
No. You were like, oh my gosh, here come this sister.
Right. Here you go. You know?
And nobody should have to feel like that. Like
And my
nobody
husband,
should have to feel like that. Like
one time, I had
what they
asked,
say, smile and wave, boy. Smile and wave. You just shalawam and then walk off.
just smile, just say hey so she can go. I know one time I had asked my head, I was like, hey, can we talk? He was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what's wrong with you? I had to realize it was me. He don't want to talk because I'm tripping, because of me, because of my mouth lately. He don't want to deal with that.
Yeah,
You
that'd
don't
be
want
real.
to be uncomfortable because, like the sister was saying, Now, when Lily was talking about earlier, we really set the tone because you walking around and everybody like, what's wrong with her?
Right.
Dang, who done? She woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Right. Who done peed in your Cheerios?
Okay. Ooh, just stay away from her. She on one today, boy. She on one.
Okay. You be
You
like,
don't
ooh,
want to be known as
tread lightly, but that's just right there.
okay.
Don't say
You
too
don't want
much.
to be known as an on and off switch. She had one
Okay.
of her moments
She
today,
real
y'all.
sensitive.
Like, no,
Like,
you don't want to be known as a sister that's having her day. No, what you mean you having your day? Talk about she having one of her moments. Everybody know you having your moments, to stay away.
right.
There she going in. She throwing stuff again, y'all.
Lord, child. And that's crazy because everybody got their own stuff they dealing with. Like, listen, sister, you're not the only person dealing with stuff. Everybody has something going on. Trust me, when I say everybody got something going on, everybody got something going on. I don't care.
Everybody in this walk is battling something.
Yes.
But you want to handle it with grace. You put a smile on your face. Ting.
Moving discreetly, you know. I kind of want to put a twist on this situation. I mean, I said situation. I want to put a twist on this. Huh?
You said you're gonna play a video?
Oh no, I wanted to talk about the video.
Oh,
it was the police. It was the one with a sister, the police. Yeah. All right, so I had two different scenarios. All right, we're gonna go over the first one. The first one is controlling your emotions when you happy. Now, what I mean by that is, all right, it's about to get a little deep. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Here we go.
It is nothing wrong with being happy. It's nothing wrong with being happy. But what I'm learning in this season, learn how to be quiet about some of your blessings. Some of your blessings you just need to be quiet. Sometimes you just need to hold it to yourself. Everybody is not happy for you. Everybody is not happy for you. Sometimes you got to learn how to be quiet and just pop out. Okay?
Pop out on that, yeah.
Sometimes you got to show up. You know, you got to pop out and show people. Okay? You just got to be walking in it. It can speak for you. Sometimes you don't have to announce every little single thing. Oh, I just got a new car. Oh, I just got a new job. This. Sometimes you gotta learn how you control your happy emotions because everybody is not happy for you. Everybody's not happy with you. Sometimes, and that's the crazy thing. Like, you shouldn't have to do that, but it's so many spirits. Like,
yeah, spirits be hopping. What T Grizzly said, praying on my downfall. Look,
okay,
demons is real.
And it's sometimes, unfortunately, oh Lord, bring it out, sister. Just bring it out.
The ones closest to you.
That's what I'm about to say. It be the ones right in your corner. And that's their own spirits they dealing with. You know? But sometimes it's okay to be quiet and not tell people stuff. Oh, well, why you ain't tell me? Oh, the Most High didn't put it on my spirit to tell you.
I ain't got to. I gotta tell you.
I love shifting, like, I'm not in that manner, but I love kind of shifting and putting the responsibility. Oh, my husband said, I'm sorry. My husband said I can't do it. Oh, the Most High just didn't put it on my spirit.
You gonna be mad at the Lord?
Right. Because now it's not me. It's not me. You know?
The spirit that worked inside of me, the spirit of the Lord.
Okay, period.
It just wasn't in my spirit, baby.
Okay, I love being blameless. Okay, that's what it is. I love striving to be blameless. Like, don't blame me. It wasn't me.
Right.
Take it out with the Most High, baby. Take it up with the Lord.
Right. Take it up with my daddy.
Okay, cause my daddy said so. Then my daddy house. I've been running things here since I was 16.
You get put through her phone dropping and everything.
Ah, but yeah,
Oh,
sometimes you do like. Do you think that's a valid point? Like controlling your emotions? Yeah.
definitely, definitely, definitely. Because I understand you be wanting to tell everybody everything. I know,
You be
I know.
so happy.
Yes,
Yes.
I told her too, but everybody needs to know everything, especially because some people are in certain seasons and they can't take that. You
Yep.
know, like let's just say, let's just say somebody might have just lost someone. Okay, that might not be the person you go to tell them that you're expecting your second or third child.
Mhm.
It also comes on our part looking out for those around you. You know, although you're happy, all praise the Most High, but that person might be going through their own spirits and own situation where they might not be able to be
Con,
here for you. And they might not be nothing personal, but they just got their own spirits they got to deal with, just like we do.
con.
And so everybody might, some people might just be in their own season where they just can't be happy for you or be there for you in that capacity that you would like them to.
Con.
So you just got to know your friends. That's what I was going to say. And you just got to know. You got to know your circle. You got to know who you can talk to, and you got to know the certain seasons your friends are in. And by being your friends, by being if those people are your friends and sisters, you should know. Okay, you should know. Okay, she's not in that space, so I'm not gonna worry.
Right. Like I'll tell her eventually, but right now is not the best time. That's very wise and caring. And even if that person is a little bit hurt or upset, it's just like, listen, sis, I was really looking out for your feelings, and I love you. I wouldn't want to do anything to hurt you, and this is why I took that route. And hopefully that sister be understanding about it. That you was looking out for her best interest. But Con, okay, y'all ready for a second one? Y'all
I'm
ready
ready.
for a second one?
Hold on.
Hey.
Sirach 6 and 8. For some, man is a friend for his own occasion, will not abide in the day of thy trouble. And there's a friend who, being turned to enemy and strife, will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue the day of thy affliction, but in thy prosperity, so like he will be as thyself and will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure. Nothing
Uh-huh.
doth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. Amen. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so
Hallelujah.
shall his neighbor be also. All praises to the Most High.
On,
I'm ready.
hallelujah.
Let's get it.
All right. So this second scenario is more so like in a time of trouble. I'll give my what is it, like, little example or story or whatever, and then I'll ask about whatever. Okay, so it was a long time ago. It's when I had like my first car or whatever,
Mm.
and I had got pulled over by the police, and it was literally like, it was because of my tags, but I was literally going from the tag place to the in Maryland it's called the MVA, Motor Vehicle Association. So I was going to the MVA, but the police, he was like at this light that's literally, I mean, not even 5 minutes from the place, like right around the corner. And so when I went around, he had stopped me and had pulled me over. And I was like, well, I'm literally leaving this place to go to that place. It's so convenient that you're sitting right here, you know. But, um, you know, just knowing how um, the police and stuff are with our people, I kind of had like an anxiety attack. And this before I was in the truth. And I was just like crying, like bawling my eyes out, and just nervous, and just like, because I knew I didn't do anything wrong. So in that situation, I had let somebody else drive, and I'm thinking like, this about to get crazy. Like, you don't like, I don't like, my mind is racing and all these things. But my friend was just like, calm down, calm down. And it was good to have a friend there with me to help me calm down and just de-escalate the situation. But like, it just could have went left if I didn't control my emotions.
If you would have
And
went
so
like
it
this.
kind of why you pull me over? Da, 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 da. You're just escalating the situation. And, baby, I'll praise to the most high. I can say like I've never been in a situation where as though I had to be incarcerated. And so I just I just was just scared because I didn't know what was gonna happen. But all praises to the Most High. He just let us go because we literally going to fix the issue, and I didn't get a ticket and stuff like that. But it makes me think of like other times that we could have our emotions in a place where they are elevated, I'll say, and you can de-escalate the situation. um Jacob's trouble, or just an emergency period. If your husband or your mom or someone that is wiser in that situation is telling you to do something, you need to calm down and listen. Okay? Especially people that don't deal with anxiety and things like that. They have a more pristine and clear view of things. And
Logical.
people that deal with anxiety or being overwhelmed very easily, like the view is kind of cloudy. The view is like, oh no, what do we do? And like I feel like that makes your judgment as uh not as wise as it could be. But I just want to know your take on, like, if an emergency was to break out, or like how would you handle it in listening to order, instruction, and direction?
Um, Maybe we could kind of perceive it as, the Most High. It's just basically the Most High, just using the vessel. This is Psalms 15:15. And call upon me in the day of trouble, I'll deliver thee, and I shall glorify me. So I kind of can perceive it as, when you're having a moment, just it could I could kind of just perceive it as the Most High, just using the vessel to help calm me down, so that He may deliver me out of that situation. And then, when I'm able to get calmed down, able to pray to Him. Um, I think, I don't really know how to answer that, to be honest, but I think that'll be wise taking instruction. But for some people though, it may not be so easy to like kind of just take instruction from somebody else, because I don't know, like how sometimes some people, they just be so worked up, they can only really just they can't think outside of themselves at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So they just be so worked up, they can't think outside of themselves. They can't think outside of the situation.
It's like,
So
can you hear me? It's like, hello, Abarriyah, come on.
right,
Like,
so people only take the spirit of the Lord to lead.
God, God.
I wouldn't be. I don't think that's. I think it'd be wise though to just, because, like you said, people that don't get worked up so easily or don't battle anxiety, they're able to think more logical. So they're able to see out. They're able to see all the details. They're able to see outside the picture, all of that. Um, but like I said, people that are battling with that, they get so worked up, they are not able to think straight, think clearly. They're not able to think outside of whatever is running through their mind. So they may not be able to grasp, okay, I need to listen, or this person's trying to
God.
help me. So I think it really only will take the spirit of the Lord to, get somebody out of that state for real.
Um,
I mean,
I
it's all
say,
personal. Try to have people around you that's willing to get
oh
help
yeah.
get you through that and calm your spirit and help uplift you during that time, because everybody don't got that. So don't take that for granted. You need people like that. You just
Amen.
talking about how we need sisterhood on the prayer call.
Mm-hmm. Child sisterhood is very important, honey. Get me through a lot of days, honey. It gets me through a lot of days. Um, but Con, I definitely agree because I've been in a situation where, you know, especially if you've dealt with anxiety in the past, and uh you've been doing well, you've been doing so good for so long, and then you just have, like, it just be something that triggers it like real bad, and got a lot of stories, but Colin, that happened to me like a week ago. And it wasn't an emergency, but it was just a situation where um my body was like I was okay, but like it sounds so weird, but I was okay, but my body was not okay. And so for me in that moment, like I was like stuck. Like my husband was like, "Do you want to do this and do you want to do that or da da da?" Like he was trying to help me, and I just was like, "No, I don't want to do anything. I just need to sit right here and be still and just like you know um the precept came to my mind that the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear. Precepts, I'm thankful that precepts do come to my mind. And I just took my phone out and I just started reading. And even though, like, it was crazy, like, I was crying and everything, but I was okay. But my body was like it's so weird, y'all. I'm so sorry, but it's so weird. But my body was like, having anxiety. It was so bad. But, having someone there with you to help you is just like, that's all praise to the most high chef's kiss. Like, it's nothing better than to have somebody there to be like, okay, well, I'll sit with you. Okay, like, I know before I would call my grandmother and she would pray for me, and that would be the only thing that worked. Like prayer. I promise you, nothing else will work. When my grandmother prayed for me, it's like gone, gone. And then one day she told me, she was like, I love you, and I'm telling you this because I'm not always gonna be here. She was like, you gonna have to learn how to do this yourself. You're not always gonna have somebody there. You need to learn how to do this yourself. And I think that's when um I started wanting to be in the word more because I had observed that her praying kind of helped me out more. And I think that's why the Most High allows precepts to come to my mind now, because I know that my grandmother is still living, but I don't have to call her as frequent. I don't have to call her all the time because now I just call the Most High, you know? So having those precepts and definitely staying in the word, it helps so much to help you take control over those spirits, control over you being upset, angry, being anxious, any spirit, even you being happy and sharing, overly sharing and sharing too much. But the Most High, He'll definitely help you. So calm.
Fine. I thought that was beautiful. All praise to the Most High. And honestly, that's the point we want to eventually get to. We want to eventually get to the point where all we're doing is call upon the name of the Lord. We don't want to be, in that state where, you know, when we go through hard times or we're crying or we're like having an anxiety attack or whatever the case may be, we want to make it a habit to call upon the name of the Lord first. We don't want to make it a habit to, let me call my sister, let me call my husband, let me call. We want to call upon the name of the Lord, Yahawashi first and foremost, because the Most High, He's the one that's going to get us through. And then, once you've prayed and at least tried to give it to the Most High, then there's nothing wrong with, trying to lean on a friend but the Most High, this is Wisdom of Solomon 16:12. For it's neither herb nor modifying plaster that restore them to health, but thy word, O Lord, will test all things. So when we're going through those moments and when we're dealing with different emotions, it's the Most High's word that's going to get us through. And I want James 1:19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. So going to and controlling our emotions, just striving to practice being slow to anger, being slow to speak. If you know that, if you know, listen, y'all, like
You
Paul,
know you.
know yourself, examine
Yeah.
yourself, not your own selves. How's that?
Right.
Prove your own selves. You know yourself. You know when you're getting worked up. You know when when something's made you mad. You know yourself. So stop blaming Satan. Take accountability and responsibility for you. If you know that you're getting worked up, walk away. I promise you, it's that simple. We make it harder. It's that simple. The reason why we be wanting to look, we have the ability to walk away. We just been, oh, they got me messed up. I just gotta say something. you have the ability to walk away because the Most High gave us the ability. Okay, the Most High didn't give us spirit of fear, but of power. We got power through Yahawashi Shai. Luke 10 and
Con,
18. Luke 10 and 19. Behold, I give you authority to tread upon serpents and scorpions and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by enemies hurt you. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirit is subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. So we have power to tread upon these demons. So don't let your emotions rule you. You rule them emotions, baby. Don't be controlled by your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. You control them. Nip it in the bud and work on it while we got the great spirit.
Con. I wanted to read this because even though, even though sometimes we feel like we might have been working on it. You can still work on it a little bit more. You can still work on it a little bit more. And if you think it's nothing wrong with you, that is the spirit of pride. You have to humble yourself. This is Proverbs chapter 13 and 10. It says, only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. So, keeping yourself out of contentious, um, uh, I'll say contentious situations, you got to move in wisdom, and that's wisdom of the Most High, not of your own vain wisdom or opinions. But God, Most High willing, everything was edifying and helpful for sisters. And if sisters have any tips to help you controlling your emotions, whether it's happiness, and not spilling all the tea when something happens, or anxiety, or being angry, or be angry, sin not. So the word talks about how to control your emotions as well. Be angry and sin not. You can be upset. Validate your feelings. Your feelings are valid. You um you are okay to feel how you feel, but you can't let it lead you to going off. So if sisters have any tips for how to deal with that, most high willing, y'all can put them in the chat. Pecan. That's all I have.
Okay, James 1 and 20. For the righteous man worketh not the righteousness of Yahawah. So kind. Lord is edifying. Lord and sisters have a great week. We love y'all. Call it Habasham Yahawashi.
All praise to the Most High for another episode. This was really good.
Kind, it was. I'm sorry, y'all. Abarriyah. Breaking my nerves, y'all. We finna go take a nap. Shalawam, y'all.
Shalom.